Turning agriculture to agribusiness and moving farmers into agripreneurs. This is the Profit Story. For hundreds of millions of Africans, their livestock and their farms are not just animals and plants, they literally are their lives.
Nimefanya biashara ya kupuka ng'ombe ya maziwa tangu miaka wa 73. Sifanyi biashara nyingine isipokuwa ni ya ng'ombe sasa.
But for African farmers to shift from agriculture being a struggle to survive to a livelihood that thrives, they need returns that can uplift their families and the communities around them. They need farming to become a business with profit. In that spirit, the Program for Rural Outreach of Financial Innovations and Technologies, PROFIT, was initiated. PROFIT spans over an 8.5-year period from 2010 to 2019. The financing agreement for the program was signed on 22nd December 2010 for a total of $32.31 million, to which IFAD is contributing $30 million, including a loan of $29.4 million and a grant of $0.6 million. The government of Kenya is expected to contribute $0.56 million and the Alliance for Green Revolution in Africa $2.75 million in the form of technical assistance for the management of the program's risk-sharing facility. Profit is expected to leverage over $40 million in form of private sector contribution.
Profit is a program for rural outreach of financial innovations and technologies, and it's a rural finance program that is funded by IFAD and implemented by the Kenyan government in partnership with AGRA. If you look at the Kenyan financial sector, in the recent past there's been a lot of growth and outreach. But what has been the challenge is to how do you move that outreach to the rural sectors where our poor farmers are. And this is the thing that Profit is trying to really achieve.
The overall goal of Profit is to contribute to the reduction of poverty in rural Kenya. Its aim is to reach 287,750 smallholder farmers, artisanal fishermen, pastoralists, women, landless laborers, and youth. The Profit development objective is to increase incomes of the target group as a result of improved production, productivity, and marketing in the various rural enterprise sectors.
Our goal in terms of development is to enhance the productivity of the smallholder farmer, to enhance production by the smallholder farmer, to increase incomes by the smallholder farmer through one, access to skills, access to support at the input and output level, and 3, access to a very broad array of financial services to support their procurement of seeds, to support their ability to add value to their produce.
Profit works with partners such as individuals and institutions to meet its objectives.
Now, our main focus has been on the credit and outreach, where we were participating in the risk-sharing facility. When we got into the Profit and we have now refined our anchor model, first of all, we assure that the smallholder farmer is receiving the money because we have agreed on reporting requirements and monitoring and evaluation metrics. We have managed now, with the help of AGRA, to put together the smallholder farmers and tie them through value chain finance approach using the market contracts as collateral. So we would go and put them together, lend to them to produce, work with the buyer to tie that contract to AFC.
Our relationship with Agricultural Finance Corporation, AFC, is a very old relationship. We've been able to grow with them over time. The amount of money that we've received with them has increased as our acreage has increased and as our business has increased. They've worked with us to invest in a mill like this, which is something that seems non-traditional, considering that everybody assumes AFC only gives to farmers. But they're now giving to the next stage, which is a commercial enterprise.
AFC tulipatana kwa nikianza ukulima. Wakanipea mkopo ya ukulima. Tukakuja fanya meeting na tulikuwa na wakulima karibu 100. Tukaelezea tuko desperate, lakini ukitoa pesa ingine sisi tutaenda mbele. Na kweli hakukawia, akaenda karibu 3 weeks tukapewa tena milioni 50. Ni FC yenye inasaidia sisi wakulima sana.
The journey to financial inclusion often starts with simply understanding how businesses work and the relevant financial requirements. This applies both on the individual and organizational level.
Uhusiano yetu kati ya Fine Line na Kipsanoi Dairy Products tulianza last year November. Hao wametupatia training on issues with governance, financial management issues and how to keep records.
Huwa naweka marisiti, alafu wakati ninapoenda shamba mwaka yenye nafuata ninaenda through ya mwaka jana nikombee kama itakuwa sawa na hii.
But the backbone of business is not just money. Technical knowledge is key to efficient running. Profit helps ensure that smallholder farmers and other players in the value chain receive this knowledge.
I got interested in networking or involving myself with like fish farming groups, fisheries department, and at the end of the day I came to learn about AGRA with the program that they were calling Profit. We interacted with them, they visited my farm and they realized the potential that I have. So they told me there is a way we can sit down, they teach me about a business plan and then see how I can grow out my business into something big.
For the farmers, getting the market to profitably sell their produce can be a big hurdle. Profit is helping set up structures that also provide market access along with financing.
The first system, which is the contract farming, involves us taking nearly all the activities, financing from the inputs, the plowing, all the way up to harvesting. Then you deduct the total cost, you give the farmer the difference. The second system is where farmers do their farming and bring us the output from their farm. So the farmer is able to get a ready market without passing through a broker.
Tangu walipofungua mila hapa kwa Sara, imekuwa afadhali kwa sababu iko karibu na unapopeleka mahindi yako huko hakuna kusumbuliwa mara uokote mara uanike, na unapopeana mahindi yako unakaa kama siku 2 ama hata siku 1 unapata pesa yako, haichukui muda.
A key part of financial inclusion is getting farmers and other players in the value chain to earn more for products of greater value.
The processing point that I earned in my farm, I've grown it and opened a bigger outlet at Makutano, which has also a kind of factory processing unit, consultancy unit, and a restaurant as an outlet for our fish. And now this has grown to an extent that it doesn't address the issues of my farm only. It's about fish farmers in the whole of Meru County.
Finance is more than payments. It can also include credit, and the anchor client model is to bring this down to the farmer level.
Mimi najupanga niko na gari ya tangi, tunapeleka maziwa yetu kama lita 500 na maziwa ya wakulima wengine ambaye wako karibu na sisi, tunasaidia wakusanya maziwa yao na kupeleka nje, na baada ya siku 15 tunalipa pesa yao.
Kwa wiki wakulima kama 200 wanaweza leta mahindi yao. Kunia 20, kunia 10, kunia 50, wengine wanaleta na matrakta. Alafu mimi sasa nipeleke either NCVB ama nipeleke unga. Na mimi nimefungua hawa kulipa hawa kwa ile pesa ya FC. Hawa wanaenda kujisaidia naye na hiyo pesa, wanalima shamba, wanafanya shughuli zao mbalimbali. Alafu mimi napake kungoja nani? NCVB.
Financial success for smallholder farmers has to go beyond money. It needs to link people to profitable partnerships, such as suppliers and to financial institutions.
Fish farming is growing in the county. Also, we've seen so many organizations that have come in to assist the farmers. We have SNV, we have AGRA, we have Directorate through those programs of AGRA, and they are coming in a big way. In fact, they are trying in a way to see that the farmers are made it. They are connecting them with their financials, giving them the technical skills that are required. So the farmers are feeling that they have not been left on themselves.
Kuna watu wanasaidia sana wanaitwa SNV, tena wametutrain vile tutafanya biashara kilimo, na watu wametupeleka mahali mingi utafuta soko na tumepata. Sasa inatushikanisha na bank, sasa wanatupatia mkopo na wanatupatia muda wa kulipa kama miezi 8 hivi. Tukiuza samaki tutawalipa.
Profit will continue to open doors and create opportunities that will ensure that Kenya's smallholder farmers and rural communities can live the most profitable lives that they can achieve.
This is not a short-term investment. This is an investment that we want to grow over the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. We built it with the capacity to grow, and we hope that in future we'll actually grow to our full capacity.
Nafikiria mwaka ingine nitakuwa na greenhouse 3. Naenda kuongeza ingine 2. Kwa hivyo nataka kuongea mambo ya samaki 20,000.
In fact, in the next 5 years, we are seeing ourselves even exporting fish outside the country, and that is very possible.
Profit perfectly fits within the inclusive agenda for AGRA, and particularly addresses the key 3 pillars of inclusive finance, which is acceleration, integration, and leveraging. And we are seeing that this program has the potential of not only being scaled up in country, but also, implementing it in other countries where AGRA operates.